Alright guys, so welcome to Victor Divergence again, and I'll be showing you guys today how to draw a perfect trend line. Most people are having the issue of drawing trend line. You see them drawing two lines joining each other, three lines joining, four lines joining each other. So I'll be showing you how I draw a perfect trend line with proven data. It's not by just drawing anyhow. Alright, so now we are on the chart and we'll be looking at the first criteria, in which is a trend line must have two or more touch points. You see it, 2 to 3 touch points. It should not be 1 touch point, it should not be 2 touch points. Then another thing you should consider, if you are taking a trend line strategy, you should not enter at the second touch point. You should always enter at the third or fourth touch point. For high probability, take your trade at the first and third. Now let me show you what a touch point is. This is the first touch point. You see it where my arrow is showing. This is the first touch point. This is the second touch point. You see it. Now this is the third touch point. If you go up again, this is the fourth one. Now let's draw a trend line to understand this thing. Now let's draw the trend of the market. We are in the first touch point. We joined the second touch point. Now we joined it with the third touch point. Now if you want to take your trade now, after joining the first one and you join to the second one, this should be where you should take your trade, at the third touch point. Line strategy is also a trend line strategy. So this is where your entry should be from. But you should first of all identify the trend. You see it. Now when taking your touch point, drawing your trend line first, you must first of all identify the trend. Now this is an uptrend. You see it. When it's coming down, is a downtrend. This one should be in one of my videos. I will teach people uptrend and downtrend in one of the videos. So this is an uptrend. So a trend line now should have 3 touch points. Now if you draw this trend line now more, you see that it has 4 touch points. Look at it. It has 4 touch points. Now let's look at it. So now we have first touch point, second touch point, third touch point, and this is the 4th one. Even going up, you see a 5th touch point, and this is also the 6th one. So now you can just go and take your touch from the 3rd touch point. You can enter at this point and take your stop loss down. Target 1:2 or 1:3, depending on how you want to take your trade. And one thing you should know in strategy is the higher the win rate, the lesser the risk to reward in trading. So if you know your win rate is high, just know that your risk to reward will be low. You may be having, let's assume, a 50% win rate now, maybe having the highest win rate, risk to reward consistently will be 1:2. You see it? So that's just it. So for the first criteria, a trend line must have 2 or more touch points. So that's just it. So let's enter into the second criteria. So the second criteria now is, when considering the second criteria of a trend line, the second criteria states that trend line must be joined on the wick of the candle, not on the body of the candle. So you see it. So some people join their trend line on the body of the candle. Look at the body. This is the wick. You see, look at the wick. This one is the wick. This one is the body. So when drawing the trend line, there are some people that whenever they want to draw their trend line, you see something like this. Some of them you see something like this. You see it. The trend line is unorganized. You see that they will put it at the body of the candle. Look at it. This trend line is where, because you are prone to a lot of fake out. If you take your trend line at this point, you find out that you have a fake out, thinking it's trend breakout. But whenever you take it at the wick of the candle, it shows you the full market exhaustion. You see, let's say you put it at the wick. This is the wick. Instead of putting it at this point now, you now put it at the wick of the candle. You see, let's make it clear. This is the wick of the candle. Then you draw it up. You see it? Draw it up. You see it? So now this should be the next touch point. So counting from the wick of the candle, you will notice that this is the first touch point. This is the second touch point, and this is what? The third touch point. Wait. And this is what? Third touch point from the wick of the candle. You see it? Which gives high probability. Then you can take the trade higher. But if you draw it from the body of the candle, drawing it from the body of the candle, you'll be prone to a lot of fake out. Now let me look for an example showing you this thing I'm talking about. Okay, let's draw it from this. Let's use the same example. Now look at, draw from the body of the candle. Now if you draw from the body of the candle, can you notice that if you are trading breakouts now, you won't know, because now after this touch point here, this third one, this fourth one happened here. This one that is happening here now, a breakout trader now can think that, okay, this is already a breakout, this is a breakout for sell position, not knowing that what this thing has come here to do now is to sweep people out. And it's because you didn't draw your trend line very well, you won't notice. So what will now happen is you'll now see a change in direction, will take you out of the market, and you'll be complaining. So but notice that when you place it at the wick of the candle, you can hardly see error much in it. So this is how to draw your trend line in order to increase your win rate at least by 5%. If you are having a 40% win rate, drawing good trend line can give you an extra confidence and also an extra increase in win rate. You see now, so that's for that. So be considering the third criteria, which is the third criteria is that a trend line must follow the trend. Now, I was explaining in the first criteria, I said we are going to explain more on it, but we have to talk about it now. For the third criteria to do so, you have to know the trend of the market first. You see it? Now, you may have a chart that is on a ranging market. Look at a ranging market. This now is an uptrend. This market now is an uptrend market. Can you see it? This is an uptrend market. Can you see it? Uptrend market. Don't mind the way I drew it. I'm just trying to explain something. So if I want to draw now, I'll make sure the thing is in an uptrend before I take my trade. Now look at if I can able to. After this is the first touch point. This is the second touch point. You see it? This is the second touch point. This is the second touch point, and this is the third touch point. Then I can take my buy setup, target it to this place, draw my stop loss 10 pips or 15 pips below. You see it? So that's how trend traders take their trade. You must be sure this thing. And another thing you also know before you take trade also is that make sure you learn top-down analysis. I'll be teaching it in one of my videos. I'll be teaching you top-down analysis using higher time frame for confluence for lower time frame. So that's the thing. You don't just start taking trade only 1 minute time frame. No, you must take higher time frame because higher time frame controls the lower time frame. You understand now? So that's the reason why you must use higher time frame to identify the real movement of the market. Now, like let's assume 5 minutes now. If you check a 5 minutes now, it shows the overview of this market now. This one now is an uptrend market, but from this now you see the ranging market from 5 minutes. But you can see here now inside the 5 minutes there's also a trend in it. Look at it, downtrend. This is what I'm trying to see. Now if I want to draw my trend line now, I'll draw it from this point now. This is the first touch, this is the first touch, this is the second touch. Now wait for the third touch to come in. Once it break out, I can take my trade from there. Now let's look at it. This is the third touch. Can you see it? So this is the third touch, and at this third touch it broke out. Some trader now can decide to take buy, and this was what happened. They will place their stop loss below. Just like I said, any strategy doesn't mean that this strategy is 100%. There's no real strategy that is 100% or any strategy that has 90. No 90% win rate anywhere. What defines you as a trader is not the losses, but whenever you win big. There are traders that have 30% win rate, but they are still profitable. You see it? 30%, some even have 35, 40. But whenever they win, they can win like 1:3. Whenever they lose, they win just 1:1. You see it? So that's just it. In case of beginner traders, so that's how to draw a trend line in a good way. So let's go back to our 1 minute time frame. So just like I said, you must identify the trend first. Make sure the market is in a trending position movement before you draw your trend line. Not when market is on a ranging move. Let me look for a ranging market. So to be much easier. Okay, let's use this one now. Let's use this one now. I can't come and draw my trend at this point. You see it? This market now is in a ranging position. Let me delete this one. Now this market now is in a ranging move. This point now is ranging because it's not going up. What is a ranging trend? A ranging trend is like a trend that is just moving sideways. It's not moving up, it's not moving down. Can you see it? It's not moving up, it's not moving down. You see it? So that's it. So you can't draw a trend line here because you have a lot of error, a lot of fake out, trying to draw struggle to trend. So that's the thing. So this is a ranging market. You must make sure the trend is up or down. You must make sure the trend is up or down before taking it. So look at now, this trend now is up, but it's not fully up. If you check well now, look at it from this point now, it's not fully up, but this is where a strong trend is, a trend that is clear. Always take high probability trade. Anything that you see that will give you stress, that you are not finding it easy, leave that trade. Go to the one that you know that is much clear. Look at this one now. The trend is much clearer. So that's the thing. So thank you for the class, and don't forget to subscribe. Always subscribe to this channel to get more details and more info. Thank you.